Well, hello everyone. This is me from the future. I still don't know how I'm going about on editing this, but um, this whole first section is pretty much let's look at the box art and let's open the box up. For the most part, the process was very exciting. We have the nice looking box here, and the art is very amazing. It's a very big box as well. I was surprised by the size of it and the width of it. Um, but yeah, we have a whole lot of neat details going on around the entirety of the box. Um, I will say there was a lot of these little tapes that we are seeing here. They essentially hold everything down together. Once you remove them, the flaps, I've noticed, are they the flaps? I don't know what to call them. The flaps tend to be a little loose. They don't really stay. I don't know how to explain it, but the flap doesn't stay in the box. It doesn't close up, so it's like kind of floppy and it slides back out. So that's a little thing with the tapes. If you can keep them to later on just close up the box and the flaps, I recommend doing that. But here we have a closer look at the back, and yeah, I'm very amazed with all the different depictions, even with the one where he's sort of, I guess, cutting himself, and we see a little bit of blood there, which is odd for, I guess, a Hasbro product, especially since they're trying to, I don't know, not to show a lot of that sort of thing. I guess, I don't know. I mean, we can't have a hooded Cobra Commander, but we have Serpentor cutting himself. And here we are basically starting the opening process, which I will be honest, I kinda struggled to open everything. I'm telling you, there was so many pieces of tape all over the place, and I was trying to open something and it wouldn't open, and I was just like, well, why isn't this opening? And then I would notice a small piece of tape somewhere else. But yeah, I do eventually get there. Here we have the plain box itself that holds everything together with a nice sort of DNA thing going on the front. And you open it up, you have these three sections. The left with the sword, staff, and the little snake, and the right side with some head options and more display options. And here we are looking at everything else with the plain box. We're seeing a lot of that sort of DNA and Cobra logo, because Serpentor was created by Dr. Mindbender, who we will review as I'm recording this audio. I just got him yesterday, so we'll be taking a look at him sometime in December, hopefully. Um, yeah, he looks very cool in that tray. It's not plastic free. It's this whole thing. Oh, by the way, those trays slide out from the top. Very nice. But as I was saying, the whole packaging isn't entirely plastic free. As you can see, these trays have some. Well, they're plastic trays and they're holding the accessories together. Serpentor himself is on a plastic tray. But yeah, this is him out of the box. Um, when I got him out, I was surprised at how big he was, how menacing he was. Um, but yeah, there's the accessories. They come in a little plastic baggie, like we've seen already. Those plastic-free baggies. Yeah, these were the turrets. This is where the turrets for the air chariot were. Um, Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I think here we just assembled the turrets. Uh, I think it was very easy to do. I mean, you just get the barrel and the magazine, and I mean, you can put two and two together, and it's pretty simple. Um, but yeah, as you can notice, the box in the back, like the art isn't matching, and that's because one of the flaps was still open when I slid it back inside, so I had to look for some sort of tape or just pray to God that the flap would stay closed and not open up while I was sliding it into place. Uh, so yeah, this first part of the video is just looking like a, a little bit of a podcast going on here. So um, I hope you're all doing well. That's one thing I'll say. Hope you guys are staying hydrated as well. Um, Here's a neat little detail though for the air chariot. We get instructions um, like the old vintage days. So there's the instructions for the guns, which I mean it's easy to put together, but we get instructions on how to put together the air chariot, and I mean honestly even that is a simple process, but it's a neat little detail to add that. It just it's a throwback to the vintage figures and the vehicles, how each vehicle used to have instructions just like that, sort of a little blueprint telling you where everything goes. But yeah, here's the snake head getting placed on the I guess the body itself. I'm not sure the main aircraft piece. I think I had to cut away because I was struggling a bit to put it in to the body. But with some hard effort, you put it in, make sure it clicks in there. Then you have the steering wheel, it goes right there, and just like that, you have assembled the air chariot. Um, pretty pretty big piece, if I do say so myself. And I mean, we are missing I guess it's the fins. I don't know what to call them. I don't know, um, air chariot um, parts terminology, but you place those two, and you're essentially done. Putting it together. All you need after are the turrets, which I believe I do put on it because I completely forgot to put them on. But yeah, here we go, putting on the turrets, and yeah, everything looks nice overall. Of course, we're gonna look at it in closer detail throughout the video. So yeah, this was the whole box opening for Serpentor. It's pretty lengthy. I really didn't know what to say since I am recording this after opening it up, so I can't really follow with the video. I mean, I can, but I really don't know what to say. So that being finished, we'll be cutting back to, I guess, future, but now past me. So yeah. So hello everyone. Um, I hope you all enjoyed the whole box preview and unboxing. I'll probably do a voiceover. So I guess future me will be talking over a past video. I just wanted to film the videos just so I could get them out of the box and then play with them for a while. And now we're here taking a closer look at the actual figure itself. Um, Well, I guess I won't lose any time here. We'll quickly go into it. Um, Obviously, today we're going to be taking a look at Serpentor. Um, so this is him right here. Um, Pretty small, honestly. Um, Very small figure. I mean, compared to a Duke, it's like half his height. So, um, pretty disappointing on the size, but it still looks very cool. Very nice air chariot. Very nice gold detailing and scale detailing. Um, but yeah, this is a figure. Um, we'll take a closer look at him. All right, so after one bad joke, let's actually take a look at the figure itself. Um, I don't know. Actually, since we have fair amount of accessories, I think I'd rather go through that first, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure itself. So we'll switch to accessories. All right, everyone. So here we have the accessories that come with the figure. I guess we'll go quickly through this headpiece. This is a system similar to that of Lady J's with the hair options. Um, but this is just his Cobra head thing. This is more of a static position, so the head goes in there, this plugs into the back. So the head is not able to move. So right now I have the other option where this top piece is separate from this whole Cobra looking back piece. I'll show it off when we get to the figure. But yeah, I prefer the other one because obviously I want my head movement. This is more of a very, I mean, you won't be able to pose him, so he's just gonna look straight forward. But that's one piece, um, sculpted very nicely. Let me see if I can get some light in here. Sculpted nicely, black eyes, the two teeth, and then all the scaling that goes all around. Very nice. We have a, I don't know where to go through. We'll take a look at the Wolverine claws, kind of. There goes the phone. So as I was saying before this phone decided to ring, we have these sort of Wolverine claws, and I just completely dropped one. We have the Wolverine claws. It's two, I know, but fair, similar enough. This is the more retracted version, and then we have the extended version. Mine are kind of very tight, close together, as opposed to the more separated ones, but that's fine. Um, yeah, it's just this gray plastic here at the base, but it goes onto his forearm pretty well, and I've been displaying them with um, the retracted ones just because it's easier to use and because I have them with the sword. But yeah, you have the little shape there, so just match, and that's how it looks on him. We then have a cobra, an actual cobra. Um, I'm not sure if this is supposed to reference Cobra Commander when he transforms into a snake. I'm sure maybe, or if I remember right, Serpentor carries a cobra with him. But I also know he has snakes at his shoulders, so this may be Cobra Commander himself in a snake form. But yeah, we have all the nice scales going through the back of the head as well. We get to the top, and then the face. Looking very nice. Trying to get the best lighting I can here. I think that might be better. I don't know. But again, the black paint on the eyes, the white on the fangs or teeth, the red inside the mouth, and then the underbelly. Very nice sculpt. We then have the last three here. I guess we'll take a look at this one. Somebody said, or I've been seeing people saying that this accessory is bendy wired, but it is not. It's not bendy wired, so don't listen to them. But yeah, it's just this green snake, and obviously those who know what this is, it's basically a javelin that Serpentor is able to create from these shoulder snakes. So he'll grab one, pull it out, and then he'll like extend it, and then he can just use it as a projectile. He'll just throw it, and that's what he uses to put Duke into a coma in the movie. He was supposed to get killed, but they decided not to because they killed off Optimus Prime in the Transformers movie, and they saw people didn't like that, so they decided to not kill Duke. And in the movie, it's very, very funny how it's just like he gets stabbed, he gets paralyzed or whatever, everyone's crying, and then I think it's Lifeline or Doc, and he's just like, Duke has fallen into a coma. And that's how he ends up not being in the movie for the rest of the movie. But yeah, that's this accessory. Very nice sculpt, and it's very tiny eyes in there and stuff, but it's very neat, and you can get some cool poses with that. We then have the sword, some snake there, nicely painted, very nice sword. We then have the staff, once again this sort of snake detailing on the back there, and get a little gemstone at the bottom here, some little detailing there. And then we have the Cobra head at the top. I've been posing Cobra Commander with this staff, and then like Serpentor sort of grabbing it out of his hands. I'll try to get the best pictures at the end of the video, but yeah, very nice looking accessories. A good assortment of them as well. People wanted more. I guess I could agree as well. But Serpentor was never used or never seen using a whole lot of weapons other than his throwing snakes. And obviously because he's always on his air chariot. But yeah, these are the accessories, and then now we'll take a closer look at Serpentor and the air chariot itself. Alright everyone, so here we have him, Serpentor. I do have a few nitpicks, I guess. Not a whole big deal, I feel like. But my joints, as always, for some reason, I'm very unlucky, not getting very smooth joints, but the knee here was very tight. Both the knees were very tight, but over time, I think I've been able to smooth them out as much as I've been able to. But the elbow here has been very tight on me. As you can see, it's a lot of force needed, but I'm being careful with this guy. I mean, obviously at the price. But yeah, that's very tight if you heard that. We have, well, I guess I'll mention the nitpicks I have. I have some paint chip here. I made sure to go back and look at the previous footage I had. And yeah, it was already on there, so not my fault. Also, the green here kind of bleeds onto the gold on the crotch. It's not very noticeable, especially from, I don't know, I guess the angle I'm looking at it from. I'm looking at it from higher than my camera. But yeah, other than that, he's looking very sweet. I guess I'll show you guys the head options. As you can see, this pops off and on. But yeah, you can see how this is separate from this back piece compared to this. So this would have the head in one position at all times, whereas this allows for more range of movement. Talking about movement, you can look down fairly well, up. This is like a very kind of flexy thing, so you can sort of push it as much as you want. Great pivoting as always, and yeah, you can look side to side and everything. I guess this is another one of my nitpicks. I feel like this waist is way above, or yeah, I guess it sits a little too high. There you go. It doesn't really sit well here at the bottom, so there's a lot of gap sort of going on. I mean, from afar, probably won't notice it. In a good pose, you won't notice it. But that is one sort of nitpick I have. His arms go up, or at least out. Well, talking about tight joints, there we go. His arm will go about that much high. The soft goods cape doesn't really get him away, but as you can see, mine's getting into the joint. So if you want to fix that, just go ahead and pull on the soft goods. Whether or not this will last, a good material, I don't know, but there you go. I loosened it up, so it should allow for a bit more. Bicep swivel, double jointed knees go in about that much, and both of his hinges go horizontally, so up and down. The crunch is pretty well. The gap, I guess, allows for a bit more. And back, you can kick about that much. He has the drop down hips, of course. I think he does. Yeah, there you go. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. I think this is a smoother side. There you go. He has boot swivel. That's another nitpick. The boot swivel is a bit too close to this joint here. So when I go to sort of bend it here, you can sort of see the gap in there, like it opens up there. But that's fine. Foot goes up that much and back, and he has ankle pivot. All right. So we'll be taking a closer look at all the detailing that this guy has with him. All right, guys. So detailing and sculpt is nice all the way around. It's just great. I guess we'll start with the head here. I'm gonna try for the first time to do some zooming in. I just don't know how much of the quality we can keep when we zoom in, but hopefully that looks great. So here's his head. Very nice detailed eyes and mouth, face sculpt all around. The headpiece is very nice. We have different contrasting sort of golds. We have a more brighter and then muted up here. The fangs are painted. They kind of missed the mark there, but very nice. The green here painted on these loops are for the most part very clean. These two snake heads are painted nicely. The fangs are painted, the eyes are painted, and then the inside of the mouth, and they even have little detailing with where the poison would come out of, and they wrap around into the back here, and yeah, all around. So it loops this way into the back around the arm. So we start here, around the arm here, and it ends up curling up into the chest over here. The snake here at the crotch, very nicely painted for the most part. It looks a little derpy now that I'm looking at it straight on. But yeah, it wraps around like a belt. Very nice gold sheen we have here. As you can see, it reflects very nicely. Um, and then we have all this whole um, reptilian, I guess, snake patterning scales, sort of like Captain America. But yeah, it's very nice. Beside here are painted gold as well, very nicely painted. We have the green armor guard there. More sort of, I mean, these don't even have snake heads. They're just, I guess, snake bodies wrapped at his boots there. But yeah, very nice. And then here we have some more detailing with the scales. Some lines on the back here. The arms also sculpted very nicely with some armor at the elbows. It goes around the arms, and then some gold for the fingers. But yeah, it's been looking very nice. The soft good capes, I guess it's the first one, or second, depending on who you get first, Dr. Mindbender or this guy. I have Dr. Mindbender on the way as well. Should be getting here today, but yeah, very soft goods cape. Very nice. Also some detailing with the scales there. And it's very nice. You can remove it if you want. Very easy to remove, but I'll keep it on because it's part of a character, you know? It's what makes him Serpentor. But yeah, so that is the detailing on this guy all around. I love it. It's great. I forgot to show the back piece, but similar to the accessories. The other head option I showed. So there, oh, it's actually different patterning. Well, oops. We have more of the scales, and then this one has more of just sort of lines. As you can see, it plugs into the back there. Yeah, they're different. I didn't even notice. Even see if the head pieces are different. Kind of, yeah. This one has more squares going on rather than this one. But I still prefer this one. I mean, you get that head movement going on. Alright, so now that we've taken a closer look at him, I guess we can do some size comparisons with this guy. Alright, so this guy is actually pretty big. I grabbed one of the biggest Joes that we have gotten. Here we have Gung Ho. As you can see, he's a bit taller if I put him in the front. Obviously, because the angle of my camera, it shows he's a bit taller, but from my eye view, he's a tad taller, about that much taller. I mean, I guess I can put him on this side. But yeah, he's one big dude, big beefy dude. We have the retro package Baroness. She's on the display base, so she'll be even shorter than that. There she is. Alright, let's get her out of here. We have Destro, another sort of bigger figure for the Cobra side. There he is. He is much shorter. We have Zartan here. Very small as well. Let's see. One of the twins. They're basically the same height as the other twins. So yeah, there you go. Serpentor is one big dude. Even Crocmaster, who's a big dude at the time. Yeah, he's a whole lot smaller. We have Duke over here who gets paralyzed or almost killed by Serpentor. There's the size on them. And Cobra. This is a kit bash from me, so I mean it's not the actual Cobra Commander, but as you can see, he's very small and looks very helpless next to Serpentor. So those are the size comparisons. We'll now take a look at the Air Chariot. So the Air Chariot, oh my god, this thing is, we'll take mini Serpentor out of the picture for now. We're gonna need as much space as we can have here. Take out the accessories. So yeah, here we have them. It's amazing. There's a whole lot of detailing. I hope we can look at it all here. We may do some zoom in feature, some zoom in action. But yeah, look at this thing. We have, oh, I didn't even notice the little cobras have a little crown on them. But yeah, there's all these little bolts going all around this thing. We have some vents with some painted black in there. I think some of the pre-recorded videos I'll have in this, I had in this video. I mean, I guess yeah, it's at the beginning of the video. But yeah, this thing is amazing. The little thing here can even spin. Oh, there you go. So that spins as well, and you can see it from the bottom over here as well. And we're getting all these different screws. So I assume you can take this apart and I guess do some modification or whatever you guys want to do. But yeah, we have Cobra there, hydraulic there. We have these little things that go up and down because you want to just put it on the shelf, or if you have a flight stand, you can put it up there and close these little landing pads. Same on this side, hydraulic, Cobra logo, panel removal. Very nice thing. The front there with the vents. The Cobra itself, which has very nice feature. Its mouth closes and it opens, and the little gun inside also is a hinge, and it has Cobra fangs in there, which are able to come to the front. I just forgot to do that. I mean, we can use Serpentor sword, I guess. But yeah, there it is. Little Cobra mouth there. Looking very sweet. But yeah, it's sculpted very nicely. We have this whole scale pattern. All these layers at the front. Some weird panels. The stuff here, we get some nice detailing with the markers here. You have the two pegs where you can stand on, and then the little thing, which doesn't really twist on mine. It just kind of stays there, but that's fine. And then you have some more detailing there. So that is the air chariot. We have two guns here, which are removable, and you can give them to any of your troopers that you want. The mags are also removable. So yeah, very fun vehicle to have. I know some people wanted this to be some sort of HasLab, but obviously, or honestly, a HasLab would have been a bit much. It's not like a huge vehicle. I mean, once we get the his tank, we'll compare the size. But yeah, I mean, I think this is the best they could have done, and they did very well with it. So that's been the air chariot. I guess we'll move on to what else is there to see. I guess it's just final thoughts and the final picture gallery. So stick around for that. All right, everyone. I forgot to do one little thing. That was to compare them with the vintage. I do a natural comparison. They're both very. I guess I can hold this guy in my hand so we can actually see them. They're very similar. The air chariot is. It's very spot on. Everything's very spot on. Even the stickers. Caution gun reactor. We have the caution gun reactor here. We have a Cobra logo with the crown. Cobra logo with the crown. Same sort of number there and everything. Yeah, even down to the stickers and every little detail. Everything is pretty much the same. We do have the panel removal here. This one has it at the bottom. The G6, whatever its number it has, it's also here. Yeah, everything's down exactly like the vintage. Except this one has hydraulic and more Cobra logos at the bottom. But obviously that's a more detailed added on top of the vintage one. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same. So, I mean, I guess we'll move on to final thoughts, and just to end the video. Alright everyone, so that's been Serpentor and Chariot review. It may be a lengthy video, but I hope you guys managed to pull through and enjoyed the video overall. Very nice figure. If you're able to get him, I highly recommend it. He's just amazing and a joy to look at. Yeah, I mean, just look at him. He looks very menacing on his air chariot and wherever you decide to display him. I already have a spot, so maybe that will be part of a picture gallery at the end. But yeah, I really enjoy the figure. I love what they've done here. I like the design. He is amazing to look at, and he is worth the price, at least in my opinion. I mean, he was a fair amount of money, but he was worth it, I feel like. But yeah, that will conclude today's review. I hope you all enjoyed, and consider subscribing. I'm running out of air here, so yeah, I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the pictures, and I'll see you guys in the next video.